Now, I don't know about you, but I've always been struck at the fact that Prince Harry, during that famous interview with Oprah Winfrey, never mentioned the fact that his father, His Majesty the King, then the Prince of Wales, etc., actually funded his very first year once he'd left the security of the British monarchy, the royal family. I mean, why wouldn't you mention that? Why would you say that your father cut you off? Of course, it suited the narrative, etc. Totally understand all that. But moving forward, what I find incredible is the fact that, as we've now seen recently with Harry and Meghan doing their speech to camera, wearing, of course, the Remembrance Sunday poppies, and one might suggest doing their bit to spread the word around the world, well, what's interesting is this. In fact, Prince Harry could have attended the Remembrance Sunday, but as ever with Harry, it's allegedly one rule for him and the rest, of course, for the family. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time. You all right? I'm not bad, thank you, in the very heart of London. It's not as late, as now I often say this as you think, but it looks the pitch black, doesn't it? It's kind of like middle of the night stuff, you know. And you kind of think to yourself, we've got months of this. Yes, I know, I'm not a winter person, as you can tell. This is the problem. But back though to your royal story of the day. Now, as I said, this is a tricky point, isn't it really? Because Prince Harry clearly, alongside Meghan Markle, like to perpetuate their own narrative. Now, what's interesting is, as we know, Prince Harry has basically said some of the happiest periods of his life were, of course, in the army, particularly Afghanistan, and he detailed all of that in his best-selling book, Spare. But what you probably don't know is that he does have an open invitation to attend any Remembrance Day service over here in the United Kingdom. And of course, that particular event is very much, well, heartfelt, obviously. It's one of the most moving moments, I think, in the royal calendar, as we saw with Catherine, the Princess of Wales. You can't help but become emotional thinking about all the wonderful people that gave away so much of their freedom for our freedom. Now, one might suspect, of course, that Prince Harry may want to take this particular offer up. As I say, it's an open invitation. But according to sources, and as ever, I have to say allegedly, the real reason why Prince Harry doesn't want to return back here to the United Kingdom in this particular period is simply because he believes he should be allowed to wear his military uniform. Now, this, of course, is the prerogative that he's standing out from. But as we know, our late and brilliant monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, was very clear about exactly what was going to be removed and what wasn't. And in his case, as that open invitation stood, he could return at any point to represent himself, his country, and of course the fallen people that no doubt he served alongside. But seemingly Harry's hell-bent on sticking out for the fact that, like other senior members of the British monarchy, and in particular because he served inside the army, that he should attend in full military regalia. And that really is the bottom line as to why Prince Harry doesn't want to return. If he can't be representative in the way that he believes, and we know he likes to slip on the uniform, he very much is proud of his association with that, and rightly so, whatever people think. He went out there, whatever he did, I know the background stories, but the other side of the coin is, wouldn't you think he could swallow a little bit of humble pie to remember some of his colleagues alongside him that went through so much? But as ever, it's Harry's world, Harry's narrative, and it's what he wants, and he can't get it, so he doesn't come. It's as simple as that. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.